I just made a right turn onto another ridge. Oh, it's cold out, man. Woo! It's only October 15th, and I'm a little stressed out, I guess. So what I like to do when I can is get in a machine. If I'm stressed out, make something good happen. So I got the new disc on. I'm going to run out to all of these beautiful new clearings, and I'm going to disc up the bare strips. It's a shame we've been in a bad drought ever since, well, them clearings were cut. Basically, it shut the rain off. But I got plenty of wheat. I got some oats left. Or they're calling for the first hard frost tonight, October 15th. So I got the heater on right now in the cab. First time for probably a year or two. So anyways, I'm going to go disc up some dirt. Maybe get some plots in the ground and then pray for some rain here in the coming week or two, even though it's late. But I'm looking ahead to late season, you know, when they devour all the food that we do have and all the food the neighbors have. You know, whoever has food left into the late season, you're gonna see deer. You're gonna probably see some mature ones. So that's where we're going. We're gonna break out the disc. I brought my trail cam cards, so I'll pull the HD cards and get the revolver stealth cam HD videos. Those are really cool to look at. Let's go work up some dirt. Second and third pass. Alright, so I got the first one worked up, and what I'll do in between when I got bad spots in the road like this, I'll go ahead and disc it. I'll run it a few times and then I'll come back with the drag, you know, just to try to reduce potholes on the farm. To me, it's kind of nothing worse than hitting the same potholes over and over again without taking the time to try to fix them. At least when you got a bad back, you kind of notice them a little more. This plot here, you can see it's got some germination, but I'm going to disc up this area down by this blind, even though there's pockets of food here, and the deer are in here. You can see that weed is all, you know, lip high, but I'm going to just create a new patch here that if we get any rain at all, the gun season's a month away yet, so we'll have a nice bright chia patch here. Eventually we got to get rain. I mean, man, it's getting a little out of control right now, but at least it ain't like California and other places. But yeah, if we'd have got rain, look at how, you know, you could see the green that's in the low spots. This thing would have been just beautiful and just covered up in deer. But they're already hitting it. I got them on camera on this spot too. A couple nice bucks, a nice 10-point. I think he's a 3, I'm not sure, but Mother Nature tossed me a lose, an L, but I'm going to change it to a W. I found a new ridge down here. I had a logger out and we went for a cruise on these timber ridges. And we found a ridge that I didn't realize was a ridge. I thought it would just drop down, but it was beautiful. It was tore up. I mean, it was tore up with scrapes and rubs, and you could see the deer were eating acorns, and he's like, man, this is where I'd be hunting right here. He's like, I'd hang a stand on this ridge. I said, well, I'll have a camera on here by this afternoon. And sure enough, now I'm starting to get pictures. I tried to cover a couple of the scrapes, the brand new scrapes, so it's kind of close to this little plot. I don't even have a blind on it, so I'm going to go ahead and rip up some of this here. You can see it's got a little bit of germination again in the low spots, but I'm going to get my last stealth cam and put it here. Them are new bucks, so I mean we're getting new bucks coming in almost every day, which is really cool. But for now, I'm going to rip this up a little and try and get a little more tonnage in here. I mean, right now this is weak, even though you can see they're eating it. But what can you do? You can't grow anything without rain. So let's take a few swipes in here and get this one ready. I just made a right turn onto another ridge. I got 3 of them scratched up so far. Heading out to one of the ridges with 3 of these openings. I got a blind on one of them so far, but I'll probably scratch up a couple of these also, depending on how they look. But I know one of them's like a big one and it's really wide open, baking in the sun, so probably going to be pretty dirt, clean dirt. Drizzling the tiniest bit, but it ain't going to amount to nothing. Nothing in the powder keg. Oh, look at that, a nice scrape right there, look at that. Oh, yes. I need to go get some more cameras. I got a stand on this one. There again, some germination in the low spots. Not enough worth keeping most of it. Most of these I'm finding I only need one pass. One pass is enough to loosen it, since this stuff was already loose about a month or so ago. So we'll keep at it. Yeah! Living the dream, one day at a time, 1 acre at a time, baby. I just set these blinds up. Some of them, they ain't ready. I just put them here for the deer to get used to them. It's also kind of cool to get trail cam pics with the blind in the background of decent bucks. Get you a little closer here in just a sec. Corn don't grow on Rocky Top. You ever heard that song? Rocky Top, Tennessee. How pretty that is. That's pretty right there. Alright, carry on. Alright, this big plot here, I'm hoping it'll be a destination next year, but I decided not to plant it because I'm traveling through it to the next one. I got 2 routes that I could get to the next one. So I guess with that being said, I probably could. I could come in through this plot and I could exit through the other road. So that's, well, maybe I'll do that. Anyways, let's pull these cameras. I hung a few cameras, my old Tacticams. Let's pull the card, see what's on here. So maybe I will rip up half of this. Alright, here's a look at the first pass on a hayfield. Got to make some tonnage and overflow plot. Was another overflow plot here, but man, the deer are loving it. They're in here every night, every morning, every night. All right, we'll keep rolling.
Finding our past, investing in your future. Please take a regular job and refer to number FDIC.
Summer has come to an end, but Sun and Fun Pool and Spa and Billiards has just what you need to stay warm in the water this winter. How's that? With their super relaxing, warm and bubbly hot tubs, Sun and Fun in Raleigh has the best.
This is one of my first blinds that I put up. This corner plot is barely hanging on, so what I'll do is I'll overseed it. I mean, they're in here every night. And what I'm doing is I got 2 bank blinds up here in the hay fields. And I'm going to cut a new wheat field on the north side of this one, because on the other side I got the food plot on the south side. So up here on most any wind I can hunt one of these 2 stands. This is cutting up really rough here. Probably should get the chisel out, but I'm going to give it a couple passes and see if I can break it loose. This is my last one for today, and hopefully I can get the planting. Alright, I'm just about done now. Let me show you what we got going on here. This one was a tough one to get it cut open, but it's good enough where I can plant a decent plot here now. This chaff will start dying off. Go pull this camera card, and I gotta meet someone up at the house for an electrical issue. But I don't know if you could see every time there's a wind gust, the leaves are coming this way, so the wind's out of the north. I mean, that's just perfect for this setup. Perfect. I'll be planting these in the next day or 2, guaranteed, unless something happens to me. And I'll be overseeding that one also. Okay, so today's Halloween and I'm posting this video today, but as you can see here, I planted all of these on October 25th, and just last night we got 1.5 inches of rain on them. So if you enjoy this stuff, definitely stay tuned to the channel and see how these very late in the game food plots are going to turn out. But I got a good feeling now that we got rain, and we got more rain in the forecast and warm weather still, even though it's November tomorrow. I think these things are going to blow up here in the next 7 to 10 days. So I hope to see you again. Thanks a lot. Take care.